Sarah with your January 2016 love reading. I'd just like to say these are general readings, so if they don't resonate with you, then please check out your moon sign or your rising sign. If you don't know what your moon and rising sign are, there's a really great website called astrolabe.com where you can just put in your date of birth and your time of birth, and it will give you all of your natal chart so you can find out what planets you have where. If you also need something more specific, a more tailored question to you, then please get in touch by my email, which is orchidtarot16@gmail.com, where I can go into a lot more detail about your specific question or something that is a lot more tailored to you. Obviously, with the general readings, you have to sort of look at all of the explanations of the cards and what that might mean, and even though you can pick up on some of that in a general reading, obviously, if you want something that gives you a bit more of a clearer answer about what you need to do or any help that you need, then please get in touch. Okay, I hope you enjoy your readings, and I shall see you soon. Love reading for January. I've shuffled the cards a bit off camera, but I'll give them another shuffle just so we know. Okay, let's get started. Okay, right, so what you have at the centre of your reading is the Ace of Swords, and this has come up for a few signs now, so I'm thinking that there must be something universal at work, some kind of, it's about having an aha moment, like there's some awakening of some realisations, I think, in the world at the moment, but this is about how you are, and I think you have maybe started the new year and started January having a bit of a realisation, and that potentially can be a good thing or a bad thing. Let me just very quickly look at the rest of your cards just to get an idea. Okay, there is quite a clear theme of your reading. So I think this realisation has happened within you, and I think it is definitely it's gonna be maybe a challenging month for love and just in general, in terms of that. I think this realisation is potentially something that you don't really want to think about. But anyway, let's get on to it. What's crossing you is the Five of Cups. Now, the Five of Cups is about loss of something. So it could be about a loss of a relationship. It could be that you are grieving for the loss of a relationship. Not grieving, but that you're upset. Something has happened that you're upset about. Could just be that this realisation is that there's something been lost to you along the way, and you don't quite know what it is. I think what you need to realise, though, with this card is that there's 5 cups, 3 of which are spilt and 2 of which are still upright, and you just need to look around you and realise what you actually have in your life that is good. You know, count your blessings is the cliche, but you need to look at, you know, all is not lost. You can build something from what you've started, and if you have lost somebody, if there has been a loss of a relationship, then with this card, it just means that it was meant to happen, and that you're going to learn something from it. And especially with the Ace of Swords, maybe your aha moment was that you realised that this relationship was over, or that there's something missing in your relationship. That's kind of the theme that I'm getting from the reading. Sorry about that. Okay, so the Two of Wands is about lack of motivation, lack of a real vision as to where you're going in the future. So it could be that your relationship is just missing something, that you don't really know where you're going. You might both have different ideas about what you want to do, where you want to go, where you want the relationship to go. Do you want children? Do you not want children? Do you want to move in? Do you not want to move in? You might just sort of really be kind of like, you might have had this realisation that you want something, you want to go in a certain direction, that there's something missing, but your partner might not want to do that, or you might have a difference of opinion. Could also be that you are you just don't have the motivation. You've lost the excitement within the relationship. It's just sort of bobbing along, and there's nothing really very exciting about it. And it could be that you need a bit more excitement. What you've got in your past position is the Eight of Swords. So again, sort of a feeling of being trapped, really, a bit of being trapped in potentially a relationship that doesn't fulfill you in every way. So what you've got to remember, though, about this card, I mean, this is in the past, but what you've got to remember is that this woman has got a blindfold on. The swords are around her, but there's a gap there that she can get out of. The ties that bind her are not really tightly tied, so she could take those ties off. She could take the blindfold off. The feeling of being trapped is just totally in your mind, and if you change your mindset to what you want, whether you want this relationship or you don't, whether you're not trapped in it, you're not trapped in your mind, you can take those bindings off. What you've got on your mind is Justice Reversed, and Justice Reversed is again about not somebody putting more into the relationship than somebody else, somebody perhaps being not dishonest, but maybe dishonest about how they feel, dishonest about their feelings, whether that be you or whether that be the other person. Just feeling like there's an imbalance in the relationship. One wants one thing, one wants the other. You're not being honest with each other about what that is. But you sort of feel like you don't want to rock the boat. You don't want to upset the status quo. So you're just going along with everything, hoping that things will get better. Hoping that things will balance out, that this will turn the right way up. What you've got in your future is the Knight of Pentacles. Now, the Knight of Pentacles is a Virgo, Taurus or Capricorn. So if you're single and, potentially what you could be feeling here is just, with the rest of it, is just upset about being single. You want to meet somebody else, but you don't quite know how to go about it. You might not have the motivation, though, but you want to meet somebody, but you don't have the energy or the inclination or know how to go about getting that person. But in your immediate future, there is somebody coming in that case. The Knight of Pentacles could be, like I say, a Virgo, a Taurus or a Capricorn. But it could also be the Knight of Pentacles. All the Knights are about forward movement, about moving really quickly, and but the Knight of Pentacles isn't. The Knight of Pentacles, out of all of them, he's stood still in all of the depictions of him in the tarot cards. He's stood still. It's like, and this card's come up for a few signs now. It's just slow and steady wins the race. So it could be that this person coming in is like that, is not particularly exciting, or the person that you're with is not particularly exciting, but they're very loyal and they're very caring and they're very kind and they're very grounded and very earthy. And so, that is in your immediate future. So if you're with somebody that's like that, then I think that is going to carry on. If you're wanting to meet somebody, then perhaps you need to take off. Maybe you're trapped in your own mind of thinking about what the sort of person is that you want. Maybe you sort of lying to yourself a little bit about what it is you want, and you're incapable of making a decision. So it might be that you just really, you've had the realisation that you're just being too picky. You potentially either being too picky if you're single, or if you're not single, you've had a bit of a realisation that this person is never going to, be swinging from the chandeliers with you, but he is loyal and steady, and, that is a good thing in a partner. What you've got in the environment, though, is the Nine of Swords, and I think so it has been causing you some sleepless nights, some worry, some anguish. If it's not about your relationship, there is something within your life that is causing you this. It could be an external thing. It could be that you. I just felt then that it could be that you know that this person isn't right for you, but because you've got a lot of mental anguish at the moment, because you've got a lot of things on your plate, you're happy to sort of go along with that person that is very steady, because you could potentially be very busy, finding it very difficult to keep everything, all your balls in the air. And so having this person around you who is slow and steady is potentially, a good thing. But this is why you need to maybe look at it as not look at it as, oh, you know, we're not swinging from the rafters. Look at it as, perhaps I don't need that now. Perhaps I just need somebody who is going to be there for me and who is going to get me through life's, you know, battles and worries and insecurities that you have. This person is perfect that you're with, if this is this person. And if you're not with them, then this person coming in, give them a chance, because even though they may not fill you with excitement, they could potentially be really good for you. What you've got in how other people see you is the Ace of Pentacles reversed. So I think you've got plans, you've got things that you want to do. You know, like I said before, if you're single, I think you do want this relationship, you do want this person to come in, but you just haven't got the energy or the inclination to go about it. And that, you know, that's sort of reiterating what I said before with this card. If you are with somebody who is, you know, and you're in a steady relationship, this just could be that you perhaps don't need to find that excitement within your relationship. Perhaps you just need to find that excitement through doing something else that you love. So you need to find something that is going to be maybe either a side project or, you know, or you maybe need to concentrate on work, or work is too much, maybe with it being reversed. Work is too much and it's, you know, it's draining you, I think, at the moment. What you've got in the Hopes and Fears card is the Nine of Cups reversed. So the Nine of Cups in its upright position is all about wishes coming true, about having everything, you know, everything being in abundance emotionally, everything being happy. So I think obviously your fear is that you're just not going to be happy, that this relationship that you're in isn't going to bring you the happiness that you want. Or that if you haven't got a relationship, that you're not going to find this, you're not going to find what you want. It can also mean, but I'm not picking it up in this, but it could potentially be, it's come up like this for another sign as well, and it could just be because we're on the back of Christmas, but it's it can be about addiction, about drinking too much, about trying to sort out your problems and your anxiety and your stress through drinking. Using alcohol or drugs or whatever your choice of addiction is, or could be, using that to self-medicate, to medicate yourself, to get yourself through this monotony, boredom and anxiety that I think you're going to be that you're going through in January. It could just be that it's January and you're feeling really, you know, a bit depressed and a bit demoralised, and you don't want to go down the road of getting too sucked into those feelings of feeling a bit rubbish. And then in your outcome position, you've got the Three of Wands reversed. So the Three of Wands reversed. Oh, sorry, I keep just hearing the little patter of feet outside the door. Okay, so in your outcome position, you've got the Three of Wands reversed. And this can be about, you've got a vision of where you want to go, you know what you want to do, but you just haven't got the tools, or there's some sort of blockage from stopping you from getting where you want to go. That's kind of how I'm feeling for you with this one. I think that it could potentially be that, again, like I said, you and your partner could have different ideas about the way to move forward. This is you know, so coming towards the end of January, you could be faced with a situation where potentially your partner has to maybe go away and work somewhere else, wants to move country, wants to move somewhere, and you don't want to do that, or vice versa. There's something holding you back from, you've got a goal that you want to achieve, and there's something in your life or in your partner's life that is stopping you from doing that, whether that be that you haven't got the tools, you haven't got the resources to do that, or potentially that you both want different things. So I think coming into the end of January, you know, that could potentially be a problem. I think the whole reading is about kind of being honest with yourself about what it is that you want, counting the blessings of what you've got, not you know, not looking at what it is that you haven't got, but looking at what you have got and being appreciative of that. Let's just see what you've got on the bottom. Right. Okay, you've got Temperance. So that is all about balancing, and in this case, I think it's about balancing what you want and where you want to get to with where you are now. and not getting too bogged down and anxious about the fact that you haven't got there yet. About the, you know, be balanced in all of your interactions with the people that you're around, and just come from a place of love and a place of understanding that maybe potentially not everybody's like you and not everybody wants to do the things that you want to do, and it doesn't mean that that person is not right for you or is a bad person, but that, you know, just everybody's different, and you know, their qualities could balance out your qualities. Their lack of kind of forward motion and excitement could sort of balance out your anxieties. So I think that's what you need to do, is to just count your blessings. I think that's the key message for this month. And hopefully next month I'll have a bit better news for you. But hope that's helped, Cancer, and I will see you in February. Please like, share, subscribe if you've enjoyed the videos. Thank you. Bye.